Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. This is just us chilling and relaxing. This episode, not much really going on. We're going to be coloring and doodling. So I hope you guys, have your colors and drinks and are ready to chill with us. And for those of you who don't know, my name is Jackie V.
Hey, and I'm Cherry.
Period. So in my cup, y'all, I have Clamato this time. I know I'm always drinking Terramana tequila, but it wasn't giving that after my birthday weekend, which we'll get into why it's not giving a tequila moment. And then Cherry, what are you drinking?
I did want a tequila moment. So I made a hot toddy. It's got chamomile tea with some lemon juice and honey, and then two shots of tequila. It's so
Period.
good.
Good pick me up, which
Mm-hmm.
I love chamomile tea. So
Yeah, yes, it's a
love
good
it.
relaxer drink.
Yes. So, yeah, so grab your drinks, get comfortable, and let's get ready to evolve.
Ooh,
Mm,
and relax.
and relaxation. Um, yeah, so Cherry, how has your week been? What's going on with
Oh
you?
my gosh. So I've been so since we got back from Orlando
Mm-hmm.
last week, um
Mm-hmm.
I've been sick because we at one point picked up the flu out there in Orlando. I think I got back to work on Tuesday feeling real good, and then got to work Wednesday and I felt real sick. I had to step out the office to go puke, and then I started feeling like something was not right. And I was like, okay, I got to get home. So I went ahead and told everybody I'm going home early. And the next day, I was like, normally I just write out whatever sickness I've got at home and just stay put and rest it off. But I was told by mom number three to go get checked out at the doctor. So I went to the Minute Clinic, came clutch for CSV, love that. And it's not CSV, CVS. And the doctor there was like, so you don't win a prize, but you're my first patient with the flu for this season. Congrats.
Oh
And
my
I was
God.
like,
Yay!
oh my God, thank you. Thank you. I felt so seen by the flu and the medical community. It was amazing. And then after that, she just gave me some stuff so she can rush out the flu out my system. And I started feeling better like around Saturday night. But that's also because we were supposed to record, but we didn't get to because my poor cousin Jackie V over here. Tell him how your week was going, cousin.
It was shitty. It was shitty for real. No, I'm just kidding. Blessed and highly favored. Amen. Um, but yeah, I got the flu, and unfortunately for me, ever since I was a kid, once I'm sick, I am like deathly sick. I suffer from a lot of things like asthma and things of that nature. So everything just started going downhill. I lost my voice. I was throwing up. I was I had a fever. Like it was just a shitty time. But I started to feel better, and then yesterday it almost felt like I had the stomach flu again. But
Yes.
I'm glad.
Return of the comic flu part two.
Right. And I was like literally out of it because yesterday we were going to record too, but I just literally couldn't. I was literally on the toilet like majority of the day at work. I had to stop and pause just to use the restroom. So I was like, okay, no, it's not happening. But I woke up feeling 10 times better. I just have like a little wheezing going and stuff like that. So,
And you
mhm.
lost your voice too,
Yeah, I lost it. Lost that voice. Yeah. I
which is
sound,
why yeah. Sorry, you
mm,
go, you go, you go.
yeah, why we weren't able to record, right? Yeah. But,
Yes,
you know,
yes. But
we're here
I was
now. So,
like, oh, well, maybe we could have like done some signs for you. You probably could have like brushed up on your sign language in the meantime. No, no, I
girl,
wanted
I
you to be
thought,
heard, so
yeah, no, girl, I would have been down though. I used to know sign language really good, but
really?
hmm I think
What? Oh,
I think I still know my letters and stuff. Don't ask me why, but I learned my sign language with my Spanish letters. I think this was in high school. I think this was in high school, yeah. So I learned English sign language with my Spanish letters.
oh, I
Yeah.
love that. Oh my gosh. You see, I always have a goal, a personal goal to learn sign language that comes up like once um every 4 months or so. And then I'm like,
Hmm.
yes, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna learn sign language this time. And then I'm like, you know what? You know what language I don't know yet that I need to learn right now?
What?
Spanish.
The thing
So
about
then I just,
yeah, the thing about Spanish for me is like I understand everything everybody's saying.
yeah,
But when
yeah.
it comes to speaking it, I'm a little rusty.
Like, I don't know exactly how to respond to you, but I know what you said. I know
Yeah.
what you said, so I can respond to you in English if you
Yeah,
happen to
literally.
understand English.
Literally.
But yes, no, I can't. I can't. And then I have the strong urge to like cut learning Spanish and then move over to learning Korean or Russian.
Yeah.
I hope nobody thinks of me some kind of way for trying to learn Russian.
Girl,
Oh
fuck
God.
these people. No, I'm just kidding. All right, y'all. That's it. I'm sorry, y'all. That was uncalled for. Y'all ain't do shit to me. Mm.
No, no, it's true. It's true. Fuck these people. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We
Not
love
meaning
y'all. We love y'all. We do.
Oh gosh. Now, I'm definitely not the multitasking type, so while I talk, I'm like trying really hard to not color outside the lines, but I've already colored outside the lines. Oh, cousin, what do you want to tell them what you're working on?
Yeah, so I'm doodling um Betty Boop and I'm gonna probably do Marvin the Martian. Don't quote me like this is about to be some good ass shit. I can kind of draw. They might come out looking like anime
Hey.
characters, but
Which is even better. Yes. Anime mate them. Ooh, you know what what came up on my YouTube recommended today
but
was speaking of anime, not really, was the audience's reactions to Avatar: The Last Airbender when it came out over a decade ago.
what the fuck?
The live action, have you seen it?
The live action? No.
You haven't seen the live action. You know what? That's okay, cousin. That's okay. Don't watch that. It gives the same energy that the Dragon Ball Z live action gave.
I've seen that one.
Hey, you've seen that one? Okay,
Hmm.
okay, okay, okay. What do you think of that one?
I mean, it was cool. I mean,
It was cool.
it wasn't like, it just wasn't. It really wasn't.
Exactly, exactly. And so that's the same energy that Avatar: The Last Airbender, the live action, gave too. I will give M. Night Shyamalan points though for trying. Because like the more that I think about it, that movie was kind of ahead of its time. Like
Mm-hmm.
if they try to, I think they are actually working on a live action series for Avatar: The Last Airbender now. But at the time that it came out, the technology they used was I don't know if it was fairly new, but I know it wasn't common. So when they were doing all the special effects for like the avatars bending the earth, bending the fire and the water elements, like it was kind of cool because you got to see something like it in like a pseudo in real life setting,
Uh-huh.
but it was just the direction that the film took was so poorly um directed, and the acting was um I'm not gonna bag on anybody's acting, but it could have been better. It could
It
have
could have
been
been
better.
better.
It could have been. It just didn't do any justice to the actual animation
Mm.
that is like really, really good. Have you seen Avatar, the cartoon?
I
The
used to
Last
love
Airbender?
Avatar.
Yeah.
I used to love
Yes. Yeah.
Avatar. Yeah, Avatar, and then I used to love like Ed, and Eddie, and I used to love Courage the
Yeah.
Cowardly Dog.
Oh my gosh, I loved Courage the Cowardly Dog. That
Me
show was
too.
nice.
That
The
was
creepy vibes.
yes, that was one of my brother's favorites.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Um,
It's I was living for the creepy vibes though. Any show that was giving like really creepy, uh, mysterious, put offish, I was here for. I don't know why. Just which is why I like scary movies today. So
I like scary movies too, even though I'm a little
yeah,
yeah, even though I'm a
we
little
did you know you're not cousin.
bitch. You saw the way I was screaming at Halloween Horror Nights. It was giving
Yes,
pussy.
no, no. I was screaming right there with you because like not giant Chucky trying to come for me.
Girl, that was the scariest one. And you saw how Monica was just breezing on through. Poor Monica. She was literally the leader for everyone.
She was. No, she had so much she had balls for that. Cause I was like, oh my God, Monica is really over here. And then Monica, she said something about not wanting to be the last person,
Yeah.
but I was steady comfortable being at the very back.
Girl, because I was going nowhere but the middle. Y'all are going to have to figure that shit out. Y'all are going to have to
I
figure that
know.
out.
And then every time something jumped out behind us from like behind, I would like run up real quick and like push the line forward. Like get me out of here. Like I'm not trying. No, when y'all had us go to The Last of Us haunted house, I was so mad.
You were mad?
Yeah,
I didn't know you
but
were mad.
for like all for like a good 53 minutes of the wait, because that was a 95-minute wait. And then or was it 83 by the time we went into the line?
It was 83, but it moved pretty fast.
It did. It really did. And then the entire time we were doing our English accents.
Yes, we were giving very much. I was from Liverpool.
And I was from London.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
No, I loved it. I loved it. And I couldn't tell, but y'all were saying that the people that were standing behind us in the line were just
Yes, they believed
living.
it. Yeah, they were like trying to figure it out. Like, are these bitches for real right now? Yes, we're for real. We're literally from London and Liverpool.
Like I loved it though, because I'd always wanted to go out and act like I had an English accent. And then I found the crowd that finally did it with me. So happy.
Monica
Oh
was
God.
killing me though. Monica had like the best storyline.
She did.
She
Yes.
was the way she was just coming with the shits was so funny. Like she was literally so
No,
funny.
when she said, I think it was when we went to the Men in Black ride.
Yes. So tell me, I was like, tell me about your parents. I was a lover child. My mother was a whore. I said, oh. The people behind us were gagged. That shit was funny.
I was dead. I was like, oh my God, yes, Monica. I forget like how off the wall she is with the things that she comes up with.
I know, bitch. She thought I was bad. That's my match. That's why me and her get along so bad. That's why we
Oh,
get along, cause I people think what I say is outlandish. Sometimes she takes the cake.
To what are we in line for?
So understand we're about to go in there and Chuck is about to do his thing. We're just here
Yeah,
to support.
we're here to support Chucky in his ways. No,
Chuck in his toxic behavior,
nice.
his childhood trauma. We're about to sit on his face.
And I love that for her. Cause I could find nobody who could be like me. Who could beat
I
me in
know,
that stuff.
honestly. No, y'all are in a different caliber because I just I don't even try. I'm here for the entertainment. Like,
I
oh
mean,
God.
sometimes you give what needs to be gave though.
Thank you, cousin. Thank you, cousin.
Period. Sometimes you say outlandish stuff, and I'm like, okay, I like the vibes here. I'm like,
I don't,
I
you gotta call me out though, because sometimes I'm just like, okay, can I put that on my I say weird things resume?
period. Girl, this Betty Boop look like she's been doing crack cocaine.
You're Betty Boop. I'm over here trying to paint this bird. It's, it's, it's got wings, but I don't think you can tell with the way that I've got it looking right now. Oh God, it's really hard to paint and talk at the same time.
Hmm.
Um, what do I want? What do I want? I want to do a funky color.
So
I'm gonna whip up my color.
update on you've like been on any dates or like what's going on with you?
Oh, since we got back from Orlando.
Yeah. Or just in general, because I know
Oh,
that from
oh,
our romantic relationships podcast, you said you were gonna try to dip
that's
your
right.
toes.
Oh my God. Not you holding me accountable on the things that I said in the past.
I got y'all.
um,
Y'all want the juice? I got you.
ugh, um, no, so while we were over there in Orlando, um,
Period.
I was talking to uh some some guys on the Hinge app, and
Period.
two of them Two of them are definitely interested in linking up and going out on a date. So I told them that whenever I have a moment to breathe and life cools down, then I'll hit them up and then we'll go. So I've got some
Period.
pending, I got some people waiting so that I can hit them up and get them out there. It's just while I was talking to them, I was in Orlando, and then when I came back, I had the flu. So
Oh yeah, so it's just it hasn't been the right time.
yeah,
I feel it. I
yeah.
feel
Eat,
it. Huh?
eat two.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Honestly, I have done some rediscovery. The older guy too, like I really, really like him, but like I don't know what that is yet, you know? So yeah, but we like each other. I just, you know, it's just complicated. So I don't know, my love life in a nutshell is just complicated. It's really complicated. And I don't know, I'm 27 and I'm ready to get out the streets and I'm ready for something steady and I'm ready to build. So if a guy is not coming with me with that energy, I'm not paying it no mind. I'd rather be single then. So,
Oh, period.
period. Yeah, period.
Yes. And then if you move with your intention in mind, eventually that's what you're gonna catch.
Right.
Yeah, no,
So,
you're you're good. And then just maintaining on your mission, you just let go of the one who was not abiding by that.
right, exactly. And
But I can't
honest,
believe all of this was like during Orlando.
mhm. Yeah, girl, because I don't let like stuff, like, I don't let that type of stuff like ruin my vibe. Because,
Yeah.
like, the way I think about it is what's meant for me is meant for me.
Yes.
So, like, even if like things don't go as I thought or hoped for, it's okay because there's something greater in store.
Yeah.
And that's always been
Yeah.
that way for me because, like, literally, things have not worked out in my favor. And I've always got something greater in return from that. So, you
Yeah.
know, just
What's meant to be will be.
exactly.
Yeah, I thoroughly believe in that too. That's why I don't usually try to force things or
Mm-hmm.
just, or maybe, I don't know, maybe with me, I probably should be making moves because I don't move at all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't move at all. I'm just like, okay, I'll just let whatever is meant to come to me. But because it's the path of least resistance,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
Mhm.
complicated. I think like dating in general in this day and age is just like so hard because it's like no, like I don't know, just finding somebody that aligns with my like principles and stuff is like really hard. Like my morality, like just finding somebody who aligns with me is just like really hard. Or like not hard, but then too like their relationship, their expectations of what a relationship should be is like not saying non-realistic, but it's just like people don't expect to go through shit. You know what I mean? But it's just like you're gonna go through shit because we're all human. We're all gonna make mistakes. And so like everybody's kind of stuck in this they're afraid stage. Like, oh, I'm afraid to be serious with somebody because I'm afraid they're gonna hurt me. Well, like that's like you know what I mean? Like it's
Mhm.
inevitable because there's gonna be disappointments in relationships because not everybody is like perfect. So you're gonna go through shit. It's gonna be hard, and it's just like, I guess it's just finding that person you're willing to thug it out with. I guess, like,
Yeah.
not saying the cheating and all that, but like, the hard stuff, like where you guys don't align, whether it be like religion or shit like that. Like
Yeah.
finding somebody you're gonna make it work with, basically. Mm. So it's just like really
Mhm.
hard. That's why I haven't been dating for real. And then yeah, it's just complicated.
I think that's probably why I don't even bother tiptoeing into that arena because I just live vicariously through other people.
Mhm.
Like I listen a lot, and then um I listen and I observe.
Mhm.
And I think I've just gone so long observing and listening that I ended up um making myself all nervous about even trying to approach the dating world because of all the things that I see and hear. But you also said it right there that people are stuck in they're afraid, and I think that's what I walked myself into
Mhm. Yeah,
is
cuz you got
being
to put yourself out there.
Mhm.
Heartbreak actually like encourages the most growth because I mean it sucks and heartbreak can like it's painful, but I think that through all my like heartbreaks and all my trials and tribulations with relationships, I've learned more and more about myself.
Mhm.
So I think it's like it has its pros and its cons. It's just like whenever you're ready, you know what I mean? But it's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
beneficial though. But yeah, just like
that's wicked.
friendships.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'd also put more time and energy into a friendship than into a relationship. Like, I think that's also for me. I'm like,
Yeah.
where do I want to put, how do I want to spend my energy and my time? Do I want to put it more into a friend or put it into possibly going out there to find a potential partner that might not work out? And,
Yeah, but friendships
and
might not work out either. I feel like sometimes we get comfortable in some of our friendships because it's familiar, just like a codependency in a relationship. You can
oh,
have codependencies in your friendships, you know what I mean? And
mm-hmm.
I guess just like touching back to like seeing the good in our friendships, because some friendships are not good for us, but we still keep them around because of however long we've known the person or um like already initial bonds that we made with the person, and it's just like, bro, we know it's not good for me, like why the fuck am I doing this to myself, you know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
friendships are hard too because you don't friendships and relationships are general, you have to find people who not that align with you, but like um how do you say it, like I guess the respect thing, like that you can 5 years down the line you've faced obstacles and stuff, but y'all grew together and worked through those things together, because it's still two to tango in a relationship. So I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't have many
yeah.
friends either because I'll cut them off too. Fuck them bitches. No, I'm just kidding.
I I mean, yes, because while you have that, I have the thing. Well, life will just put me in a position where I just am forced to cut them off
Mhm.
because we've already done damage to each other.
Mhm.
And so I think, and it's from those relationships that have ended is where I've learned that lesson that there are just some friendships have that are not valuable to you. But I do believe that every person that you encounter in your life who is a part of your life has a reason for being in your life.
Oh, for
And
sure.
then once they've met that purpose for being in
Mhm.
your life, or once you've met the purpose for being in their lives, then y'all will graduate onto either being not friends anymore or being great friends but moving on with your lives and just knowing that you are still friends even from a distance, but you go on living your life and making other friends and making other forming other relationships.
Yeah.
um, but I
I
think because I pay attention to that so much is why I'm also so careful about who I let into my life
mm-hmm.
now. So I'm like, how can I serve you and how can you serve me? What purposes do we have in
And each
store for
other's.
each other?
Yeah.
Mm,
It's
yeah. But
just
it
life.
sounds like even though you don't have many friends now, it sounds like you've had several friendships over
Yeah,
time.
I do. I've had a lot of friends, a lot of friendships, a lot of frenemies, a lot of enemies, a lot of. But I just been conscious of my space. That's all that is.
Hmm.
Because I could have
Yeah.
friends,
Yep.
but I knew that sometimes it comes with a cost. Like, what are you, with those friendships, I didn't like them because it's like, what are you willing to sacrifice? And that sacrifice is like something that has ties into like my comfortability or my happiness. Like, I have to
Yeah.
compromise something in my space to be ordered to be that person's friend, and then that's exhausting because then I don't want to go
Yeah.
around because it's like, oh, I have to deal with this or I have to deal with that, and it's just like, oh, that's exhausting. Like, you
Yep.
know,
It is.
and not even the conversations can be had because you don't want that person to stop or compromise who they are for you. So it's just like y'all just don't align. It doesn't work out.
Hmm.
You gotta let
Yeah.
it go. Yeah. So, but yeah, I've
Yeah.
had a
I
lot of friendships, a lot of friendships, a lot of good people. Um, all my good friends and people that I do talk to, they don't live around me, but like when I go back home to Texas, or I have some friends that moved out of Texas like into the surrounding areas like South Carolina, Alabama and stuff like that. Like if I were to ever call one of them up and be like, "Yo, I'm coming over." Like with open arms, they'll gladly accept me because we don't got to talk every day for me to know that, we still fuck with each other.
that
But
we're still friends.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
Exactly. And those are the ones that I'm talking about.
right.
Like, y'all roll on with your lives, but you know that you're still
Right.
good.
Period.
And those are the people that I need in my life because I really like carrying on with my life
Mhm.
and, and being my own spirit. And I just
Right.
mm, like you don't ever feel like nervous about disrespecting anybody just because you want to be on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because some people are like that. Some people just like their own space. That's
Yeah.
why I hate like like not a clingy person because I'm clingy.
Hmm.
I'm very clingy, but I also know how to separate it because I know, like, if somebody's too clingy with me, I'm like, ugh. Like, I get disgusted. Like, bitch, why you want to be around me all the time? Like, ah! You know what I mean? Yes. But, like, yeah, I feel like that's true because, like, what you're saying is true because I feel the same way. Like, we don't got to hang out all the time. And don't text me
Yeah.
every day either because, bitch, I'm
Yeah.
busy. I'm busy
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
me. Bitch, I
Be
know
like,
that's
you
probably
just lying there on the couch, but I'm doing me on the couch.
literally, like, literally. What are you doing? I'm playing video games. Well, you're not doing nothing. Yes, I am, bitch. I'm doing me, bitch. Me in this video game. That's funny. You said you had some cool
Exactly.
questions for us.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Okay. So what's something you're working on in your life to level yourself up? Level up. Level
Level up, level up, level up. That's a good
up.
question. Something I'm working on in my life to level myself up. Okay, so That's easy actually. Um,
Good.
Honestly, a few things. So, um, my patience, working on my patience, that's a big thing I lack. So I want things done right here and now. So it's like, um, just being patient because they don't lie when they say patience is a virtue. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that'll help me level up a lot because with patience comes, um, understanding. With patience comes, showing up the way you need to. Because if you're rushing and you don't have patience, sometimes you show up, but you're not showing up your best, and then you can fail. You know what I mean? So just having
Oh.
patience, um, and also consistency.
Mm.
I feel like
Oh.
I've struggled a lot in the past to be consistent with myself and
Mm-hmm.
hold myself accountable in that. And nine times
Mm-hmm.
out of 10, it's like you, I realized like if I would have just been consistent and stuck to it, um,
Mm-hmm.
I would be somewhere, I guess, more progressed in that area I needed to be consistent at.
Yeah.
So those are the things
Yep.
that I'm being mindful of and continuously working on because I know once I master those two things, baby, you think I'm the shit now? Wait and see. I'm gonna be shitting on you hoes. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah.
Yes, cousin. I
Mhm.
love that. No, that's so good. That's incredible to hear because I feel like you are already patient
Yeah.
enough. Yeah. Or at
Yeah.
least that's what you've shown me. I feel
Yeah.
like, you have a certain tolerance, and once
Yeah.
people have met, or something has met that level of tolerance for you, you're like, all right, time's up. You gotta
Yeah.
go, move on with life, keep on moving along, like we don't have time
Yeah.
for this.
Right.
Like, and then that's a way to also get others to move around too, get others
Mhm.
to move it along, and add some get people, to move quicker. 'Cause-
Right.
'cause I don't know. Or maybe there's such a thing as having too much patience because
True. There is, because if with too much patience, you become stagnant, right?
mm-hmm.
So you're
Yep.
not making moves. You're just
Yep.
allowing things to just kind of settle.
Yes.
And yeah. So,
Yes.
what about you?
Which is why I'm like, no, you have the a good balance from what I've seen, what you've
Yeah,
exhibited.
right.
Um,
Well, thank you, because I've been working on that. So if I have been reflecting that on the outside, that means I must be doing the work on the inside. So I love that.
uh, yes, she's leveling up.
Uh, what about you, though, cousin?
For me, as of recently, it's just been I've been in my head a lot with philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
With I have a bunch of I'm a very spiritual person, and by spiritual I don't just mean like praise God, but like I think of all spiritualities across the globe, and in that I think of culture and
Mm-hmm.
the humans, the human being and life, and like where that stems from, and why things are the way they are, and how we're all connected.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, I started just finding myself um, listening to, because I like watching video essays on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the video essays that I've been recommended lately have been on just philosophical questions
Mm-hmm.
and discussions. And when I watch or listen to people talk, I'm like, okay, like that sounds really, really good, but I don't totally understand who they're talking about, like which philosopher they're referencing, or if they do reference a specific philosopher, what this person is talking about.
Mhm.
So it made me, that's all just to say that I want to read more and more complex pieces of literature so I can be more well read. And I did message you a couple days on Discord talking about how I was reading Nietzsche.
Mhm.
But I was like, I'm gonna stop reading him because I've realized that he can say a lot in a single sentence using such complicated phrases and words when he could easily use more accessible vocabulary so that people understand what he's talking about
Right.
in more than a sentence. So I found it very pretentious. And I was like, okay, so maybe not Nietzsche. Anyways, maybe not him. But yeah, I really want to work on being more well read, and so that I can also level up how I talk. I see myself talking on a scholarly level,
Mhm.
if that's a really good way, if you know what I'm trying to say with that.
Yeah, no.
Uh,
Yeah.
but I don't think I have and it just comes down to vocabulary and learning more words and syntax and learning how to say certain things a certain kind of way. So, but to get to that leveled up version of me, I have to read. Everybody says you just got to read, 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 read.
I love reading.
Because I know you were saying earlier how books are your thing before
Yeah.
we came on. I was like, yeah, like arts and crafts
Yeah.
are where my spirits are at, but you're like
So
reading is where it's at for you. And I
so
was just like, ugh,
there's
I
so I'm gonna plug
wish.
in a book
Okay,
for
yes, please.
everyone to read and give me one second. I'm trying to find the name because I really well, I'm all into self-help books a lot too. So a lot of
Yeah.
my books are so there's two. Okay. The
Mhm.
so The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson is a good book. And then What Happened to You by Bruce D. Perry. So those two books are like really good books, and I listened to What Happened to You on audio, but I read the other book on book form. But those two books are like, if you're looking to unpack some shit about yourself, you should read those. If you're looking for a better understanding of why you feel a certain way about when things happen to you, especially negative things, you should definitely
Mm,
read those. So
yeah.
I'm all about like, I guess I'm all about just like having a better understanding. I guess too, same thing as you, but like maybe like more of an emotional way of how humans think and how we operate. Because I like being
Yeah.
able to understand people on a deeper level because I feel like um, that's when true connections form. And I'm all about connecting
Yes.
with people. So, you
Yes.
know, good
Yes.
reads, good reads, guys. I love a good book. Like, fuck it. Like, I was always in school. I was always like the reader, the writer. I love like writing. I loved writing like short stories and stuff like that in writing class. Like when they would have us write papers. Oh, I loved it so much. I just love like words and stories and stuff. Good stuff, man.
I love I love that you are so into that because I was over here trying to chase arts and crafts time all the time. And And then I thought I was really into music, and then I ended up not really being into music like the way I thought I was.
No,
Um,
that's what I was about to tie it into. Like I think that I'm so into it because of music though. Because of
mm,
storytelling and stuff. That's
mhm,
why I'm able to memorize lyrics or understand a song the way that I do because I'm just so into knowing the deeper meaning behind things and like
mhm.
expanding my like the way I think about what I'm, you know, hearing and stuff or reading, whatever it is.
Yeah, no, I love that about you, cousin. Like that's dope because you dive deep, and I stay surface level. I don't take time to dive deep enough. I just get my attention. I have such a short attention span sometimes when it comes to things that I'm interested in that I just hop to one thing before finishing the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, so when you were talking about how consistency being key for you,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's also one of the things that I have to work on next too, because um, I tie that into language learning. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to be into languages. So for you, while it was reading and writing and stories and music, for me it was languages
Mm-hmm.
and wanting the desire to learn a certain language so that I can connect with people and understand what they're saying.
That's beautiful.
Um, so thank you. Thanks. So too. Like, okay, then let me learn Russian, let me learn some German, let me learn some French, let me learn some Mandarin, let me learn, and then notice how I skip Spanish, and that's like our culture. So, like, but but I never gave enough time or effort into learning those languages. So I feel like all the years that I could have been learning, I could be 5 languages in by now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even half a language. And I just understand Spanish or I just know some Korean, but like the vocabulary is like that
Yeah.
little
Right.
compared to it being like that big. So yeah, so that's where it's at for me. I love that you mentioned the subtle art of not giving a fuck because I think that's tied into, I don't know if it's the same author, but it reminded me of one of the books that I was gifted by my mentor called You Are a Badass.
Oh, I read that.
And you read that? Yes, yes. And I was like, I remember finishing the book and at the very end being like, well, yeah, yeah, I am. No, duh. Like I wanted more. And then that's when I realized that's when I started my journey of like wanting to evolve, like
Yeah.
starting to evolve my character, my spirit, and then also find connection with the world around me um, through that same thought process, though. So,
Mhm.
so yes, I love that you read books like that, though, cousin.
I do. People just be thinking I'd be over here asleep. Yeah, I'm sleeping this book, motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding. No. Um, so a question for you. What are three things or like three regimens or three things that you do to ground yourself?
Mm, uh, that's a very, very good question. Um, I do I even really know? So I it used to be different things over time. So it would be me putting on one of my favorite playlists and then just zoning out through that playlist and then imagining a music video in my head through every song and then um and these music videos would be kind of me playing out the circumstance
Mm-hmm.
that's got me um that's got me in a twist. And so whatever situation that I'm facing, I'd play it with the song kind of uh being the background music to it. And then seeing the the imperfection in the situation, and then also seeing the resolution in that with the music. But over time, music is just I'm starting to have a love-hate relationship with music now. So now it's more so with I'd call it a form of meditation. So I just become mindful. I just um feel my feelings. I just try to feel if I ask myself, how are you feeling right now based on whatever situation that is giving me grief? Like, are you mad? If you're mad, feel that you're mad. If you're sad, feel that you're sad. Um, and then in moments where I'm trying to process how happy I am, um, because I have my imposter syndrome, then I process uh the joy in the moment and how I deserve it. So it's mindfulness that gets me feeling grounded. And then I like to talk too. I like to talk with my mentor because I'm around her for most of the time, with you or with my friends. Because talking it out kind of helps me see a whole um, the entire situation from a different person's perspective, and helps me understand um, just what things look like. Because sometimes I'm like, I think I'm going crazy. Am I seeing things from like, am I seeing the things the way I'm seeing them, or is this actually like happening? And then
Yeah.
I'll relay it to somebody else, and then someone else will play it out for me and say, okay, so I am seeing it the way I'm seeing it, but there's also another way to handle it. There's
Right.
a different perspective.
Hmm.
So those are the things that I like to use to keep my head from being up in the clouds all
Hmm.
the time. Because my mind will easily get up into the clouds.
Yeah. Mine too.
But that's a good question, cousin. It had to make me really think on that. I'm pretty sure I do other things too, because I really like exploring methods. Like I research a lot too on how the next best thing to do to be grounded, or not what the next best thing is, what you can do to ground yourself, and then I give it
Right.
a try.
Right. Yeah. Through trial and error, trial and error.
Trial and error, trial and error. That's just because I'm always trying to evolve. It's
Yeah.
tiring.
Right.
What about you?
For me, it's meditation, affirmation, and confirmation. Those are the three things that I do to keep myself um, grounded at all times. Um, no one really knows this about me, but I'm a big meditator, and I've always been a big meditator. Even when I didn't know what meditation one was when I was younger, I've always kind of done it. Like even sometimes my mom, like if you ask her, like she'll just say I used to sit in the room by myself and I used to zone out, and like she
Like
would just
dissociate?
almost, but it was definitely meditation because I would just take myself, like, how do I explain it? It's almost outer body. Like
Mm,
I've kind of conquered the part of meditation where I could actually come out of body and see myself third person, see what's going on around me. Because I've meditated so much in my life, like I really, but that helps me center myself because when I get deep into a trance like that, I'm able to break
yeah,
down why am I thinking this, and then I'm already an overthinker, so that just slows me down, and I'm able to focus on the core reason of why something is affecting me, and and really dig deep into that. And it brings me peace, it brings me clarity, it gives me reassurance. So I love
yeah,
meditation. And I think that, you know, not everybody's into it, but it's something that you can practice, and I feel like it's a good practice, meditation.
It is. It no, it really is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I don't give yeah, that way to meditate, I don't give it enough time
Mm-hmm.
to get into, but it is effective.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
love meditation. And then affirmations. For me, it's just saying the things like being affirmative, like you giving myself affirmations because I feel like a lot of where I come from, like a lot of doubt, a lot of I guess you could say like not loving things that I project onto myself on the outside is
Mm,
because I'm not loving myself on the inside. And with those type of projections, whether they're like when they're negative, you're also perceiving other people's points of view of you as a negative way. So I just keep me
yes,
grounded is keep reassuring myself, you're great, you're beautiful, you're this, but letting myself know that and telling myself and just speaking those affirmations out into the world. Um, that helps a lot about like how you're perceiving the world and how you're perceiving things. And then confirmation, just realizing that, and confirming with yourself, like, you're doing a good job. As long as you're doing your best, you're doing a good job. Confirm with yourself that, you're putting 110% into whatever you're doing and acknowledge that you are giving your best, and then whether you're not or whether you are or you're not, you're still acknowledging that and confirm with yourself, okay, Jackie, I'm not showing up this way at 110%. Let's reevaluate
yes,
that. Go meditate on that. Go figure out where that is. So those are three things I do to keep me my feet on the ground and me grounded. Um but yeah, I was curious because I feel like we all have something we do because we all have to be grounded
yeah.
whether however we see that, but yeah.
No, that's right. No, those are yeah, I feel like yours are probably the most um helpful actually.
No,
How
no,
did
yours are
you how
helpful. Yours are helpful too
thank you,
because
thank you.
you know what is so weird, and I didn't want to call it out, but I thought I was the only one who did that with the music though. Playing music, bitch, I'm doing the same thing. Like whether it be like in a fun light, but bitch, I could have a whole concert. Like bitch, I wrote this song. Like I'm out here playing the song, and then I can imagine in vivid detail the storyline or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? I don't know if that's like a gift. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I was like really shocked to hear you say that because I do that.
That's interesting. I knew I wasn't alone when I had an old friend who we used to take the same bus together to go to
Mm-hmm.
like our uh home side of town, and like it's just one of those bus rides where nobody bothers you. You could easily just plug up and play on your phone and then just have music, and then you just look out the window and then you'd see the scene and then the music is playing. You just see like everything play out on the window or outside the window. And then I remember telling her that I would play movies and music videos in my head, and she was like, "Oh my God, yeah, I do the same thing too on the way home." And I was
I
like,
wonder.
"Oh,
Okay, so, um,
what?"
okay, so you guys, in the comments below, are we alone on this or no? Do you guys do that? Cause like, I need to know because this is like a revelation right now. I didn't know. This is a safe space, Cherry. I love that because I do the same shit, literally.
Yes. Yes. But yeah, no, y'all let us know for sure. And then especially let us know if you don't, if you just
Don't, yeah,
if it's not even possible for you to be able to imagine
yeah.
seeing stories. Because I
And
know there are people out there who can't even imagine things.
yeah, their imagination, yeah, is not there like others. That's so interesting though.
Hmm.
Honestly, drop that and then also drop the three things that keep you grounded because I'm interested in
Yeah,
knowing what everybody else
yeah,
does.
yeah. Yeah.
Gotta
But
learn.
how did you figure out those things, cousin? Like how did you figure out that that was your key to grounding yourself?
Basically through trial and error as well. Um,
Trial and error.
I'm big on what serves me in my life, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And funny
Yeah.
thing about that is
Yeah.
religion actually pushed me to these revelations a little bit because at one point I was a fucking diehard Christian. Bitch, I could spit out Bible verses.
Wow.
I could spit out Bible verses right now. Try. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I was a diehard Christian. And don't get me wrong, there all my friends, like some of my best friends in the world and someone that I consider my second mother, she's a Christian. I love everybody from every religious background, okay? But I used to be one of those diehard Christians until um, I learned that I was just a spiritual person. I'm just a spiritual
Mm-hmm.
being. So there's nothing wrong with that, I don't think either, but respect everything. But yeah, through Christianity brought me a revelation of, just realizing like what aligns with my core values and what doesn't
Mm-hmm.
align with my core values is me not being grounded or centered with myself.
Mm.
So not bashing anybody in the Christian community, but there was a lot of times where the things that we practiced are not um, things that really aligned because it was kind of like um, saying you have to be this way, but then not walking in that truth. You know what I mean? And sometimes it is a choice whether you walk in that truth or not. But most of the time, when you look at people in the Christian community, um, they they preach a lot what they don't practice. And so it's like,
Mm.
you know, that's why I
Yeah.
respect people who are religious that actually walk the walk and talk the talk that aligns
Yeah.
with you, you know what I mean? But it's like
Yeah.
some things that I was preaching or trying to practice, they didn't align with who I really was. Like, so can I really say that I'm really fully developing in this place if I'm not really 100% sure that this is where I need to be type of thing? So
Yeah.
through that I
Yeah.
found meditation. Through that I found you know like like being able to experience spirituality on another level, like, and that seemed more aligned than with who I am. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
it was just trial and error though. However you find it is how you find it, but you need to find that though, because if you're not grounded, you're out here just you're floating.
Floating. Yeah. Yeah. Which yeah, I tend to do a lot, which is why I say talking it out. Talking it out helps me, especially with my mentor, because my head will be in the clouds and I'm just like I from recall telling her specific times that I feel like I'm floating, and then she'll say a couple things to me to bring me back down to earth, and then and she'll point it out too. Like we're very literal in our conversations, and so when I recognize what she's done to help me come back down,
Hmm.
then I do the same things on my own now. So it would be being mindful, recognizing the situation, recognizing my emotions and what I'm feeling and the situation at hand. And then also, and affirmations also too. Like we do talk a lot on affirmations. Um, but I still have this thing on affirmations that make me feel like silly, that make me feel silly when I say them out loud, especially if I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, you are gorgeous, you are beautiful, you are powerful, you are brilliant. It's like I'm telling myself something I already know.
Hmm.
So what else can I say? What else
Hmm.
can I tell
Yeah.
myself?
So then that's when you can challenge yourself. Where are
Mm,
areas that you're not really affirming yourself at? I am intelligent. Some people don't think that they're as smart as they are. I
yeah.
am this, I am that. So, and then you'll know because when people start doing affirmations, it does feel really awkward because people don't sit in the mirror all the time and like, I'm beautiful, I'm this. So it's kind of like icky kind of to them, like when you first
Yeah.
start doing it. So, like, if you're saying
Yeah.
stuff and it just feels comfortable, and start saying the uncomfortable stuff like oh shit, like then that's how you realize too like where um
Mhm.
you're lacking in your like where you're lacking, you're not putting enough
Mhm.
time in yourself to build that up as well.
Yes.
So I just felt like that's why it's so, I don't know, I think it's so good to just sit there and do that though, because I feel the same way. Like I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, bitch. Yeah, I know I'm a fucking badass bitch, but like, let's get into it, bitch. What are you really feeling? Like, what do you really need to hear today? What do you really need to speak into to flourish in? What needs to be
Yes.
said?
Yes. Oh my gosh. It takes me back to Insecure
Mm-hmm.
with Issa when she would talk into the mirror
Yeah.
and she's
Mm-hmm.
talking to herself and I'm like, oh my God, okay, yeah, that's definitely a thing that we're doing for sure.
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh gosh. Oh, did I tell you I started that I was watching her awkward black girl clips on YouTube?
Yeah. Okay. So I've
Yeah,
seen those. What do you think about them? I love Issa Rae, man.
I
Guilty.
love them. And I was like, this is her start? Like I heard my mentor especially spoke on her too and her start being on YouTube, but I was like taking it with a grain of salt and then I was like, let me do my research. And I didn't get around to looking it up until I got a YouTube video recommended to me that was talking about her
Mm.
and her start on YouTube. And and instead of watching the video, I was like, oh my God, let me go look at these videos real quick on YouTube. And then I saw her awkward black girl clips, died laughing because that's how original and how funny she was.
Yeah.
And how relatable all of it was too.
Yeah.
She was at the stop signs, and then the other
Yeah.
car driving up, like, hey, like, oh my God, how
I
long can I
love.
pretend to have a fake conversation on the phone?
Right. Literally, man. I love Issa Rae. Like her and Rihanna, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So empowering. So
Oh,
empowering.
Riri. Oh
Yes.
my gosh, that
Riri
reminds
is
me.
literally the manifestation queen. Let me tell you. Everything she spoke, she wanted to do for herself and for the world, she's literally done it. I don't
Literally,
care. I don't care what no one says about my girl Riri, but that bitch right there, that's my bitch. We
literally.
go back. Look at
Yes.
yeah. We go back, man.
All the way, all the way back, all the way. I love that though, because I only got into her like when as soon as she dropped her Fenty line, her
Mm-hmm.
foundation. And when I saw her drop her makeup line, that's when I started paying attention and I was like, she is definitely a force, like a
Mm-hmm.
force who
Yeah.
who does manifest her
Yeah.
desires
She a
into
manifested spirit
reality.
too. Like she
Like,
was like 15, 14 years old talking about I am going to be a singer by the time I'm 18. She hit 18, she was a fucking platinum artist. Then she said when she gets rich, she's gonna go help kids all over the world. When she got
yeah,
millions of dollars, she went in. She was an activist. She went and helped kids all over the world. She's done that. Then she said she wanted to be a part of like the makeup industry. Then she got her first cover you know, deal, and then right after that, she started up her Fenty beauty line. She spoke into existence how
yeah,
much she was into fashion, and then she ended up coming out with her fashion line. So it's
Savage.
like,
Yep.
yes. So it's
Yes.
like,
I
girl,
know.
everything she spoke, like that's why people say they don't understand manifestation or they don't understand the power of the tongue. No, that shit is real. And I know that shit is real
Yeah.
because I've also manifested the good and the bad things in my life. Trust me,
Mhm.
because that shit just happened
Mhm.
recently. That shit just happened recently. But stay tuned for that because I'm still working on that, guys. But you will have an update. You will have an update soon on that, and I could speak a little bit more about that. But as of right now, we're keeping it we're keeping it on ice.
It's premature. It's premature.
Hmm.
But no, I'm so, and I think I'm realizing right now more than ever, like our own manifestation superpowers.
Hmm.
Um, because I've always been into that, like just, making things come into out of thin air.
Hmm.
And I always been into that's why I was like super into Harry Potter when I was little. When that thing dropped, I was like, oh, we got Elsa, yes. And then the Lumos, and then I was so into like Matilda,
Hmm.
moving things everywhere with her mind, and then the craft.
I love the
That
crap.
was,
You know what I mean? I just fell asleep to that last night.
did you?
Yeah, girl, I love that
Sorry,
shit.
I thought of the please, I thought of the Terry Joe.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she was like, what did she say? She was like, I invoke thee. I was like, oh fuck no, Terry. And then her friend on the side was like, oh hell no. She's like from the corners of the north, south, east, and west. Bitch, she is funny. Oh my god. I love a good Cherry Joe. I love a good Terry Joe.
I do too. I'm like, oh my God, Terry Joe. You make me laugh. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Girl, I gotta
Yes,
watch that clip.
ma'am.
Oh my god, that shit is hilarious.
Oh God. I'm like, that's what when I realized who I saw in person, I was like, is
I
this
know.
is this really is this really? Like,
Yes,
yeah.
bitch.
Oh God. But yes, yes, the craft and then just every other magical fragile thing out there that even prayer, like once I
Mhm.
realized the power of prayer,
Mhm.
um I was so into it for a while too. Because even my mom, we grew up with her, praying to the Virgin Mary, and then she would do this thing with the lemon where she would put it under our beds to capture all the negative energy, and you knew it
Mhm.
was working because a 3-day-old lemon would be browning and blackening.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like, what is happening here? Like there's definitely some power in this, and all of it just really attracted me.
That's
So
how
yeah.
I think I think we should do a whole podcast on that cuz
Yes.
I used
Yes,
to
definitely.
practice some stuff, but we can say that for another time.
Oh
um,
my God. It is Halloween is approaching, so October,
we're
the
giving
spooky
spooky
vibes.
vibes. Yeah, we're gonna give spooky vibes
Yes.
on the podcast. Maybe even some true crime podcasts where we dive into some of
Eh,
y'all's favorite mystery crimes or murders, and we'll talk about some of that stuff. We'll definitely bring the spooky vibes, but we just wanted to hit y'all with something a little bit more relax and chill. I know we did talk about a lot of heavy stuff this
Yep.
podcast a little bit, but we still gotta keep it bevolving. We are just
Evolve.
relaxing
Yep.
stuff, but I hope you guys are enjoying or have enjoyed this podcast. How is your coloring over there going?
So I had to switch over to a different page because
Me too. Me too. I can't lie. I just stuck with one and I just kept going, girl. I don't even know what the fuck I got going on over here.
I don't know what I have going on either. No, I'm painting some lemons that I actually want to be peaches now. So
Okay.
but
Love
they kind of
that.
look like oranges. I don't know how this is going. But yeah, I was painting a bird at first, but the bird that bird don't that bird is gone. That bird is gone.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, but yeah, I definitely can't talk and art at the same time.
Me either. Okay, guys, when you guys see my art, just act like you don't, period. Um, because I'm not like, I'm a creative when it comes to songwriting, poetry, stuff like that. But when it comes to drawing and arts and crafts and DIYs and shit that have to cut, color, and paste shit, I'm not your girl. So just know that.
Um,
Y'all need to write. Need me to write you a mean hook or a mean storyline? I'm your girl.
but don't ask me to draw the logo for your.
Don't call me for none of that extra shit, because I promise you, you will be disappointed.
Uh,
Mm,
no, I mean I just like if you like really put some time and like attention into it, I feel like you have a really good hand, cousin.
oh my gosh, cousin. Not you boosting me up. It's not the facts, but I
Yeah,
love that for me. No.
that's what I'm all about. I like boosting. I like boosting
Period.
people
Period.
up.
But yes,
Um,
y'all, have to plug it in now. Make sure you guys are following us at our Instagram at BEVOLV for real. And make sure that you're liking, commenting, and
yeah,
subscribing. Do not be shy. We want to hear from y'all. We want to engage with y'all. And, if you guys have anything you want to talk about, vent about, please hit our DMs because we're always here to
yes,
listen. And you will hear a
yes.
response. We will give feedback. Um, if you ask for advice, or you can even just send a message and be like, no advice needed, just want to vent about this, and we'll listen. We'll be here.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
safe space.
It is. It is because that's the mission too, is to literally help each other grow together.
Literally.
Oh, literally. Oh my God. I cannot wait until we link up again because you know we're gonna be doing the English accents part two.
Oh,
I'm a
literally.
I'm gonna work on my Irish. I'm gonna work on my Irish accent next time. Irish.
Shoot. I might just do like a New York or like a Jamaican accent.
Hey,
Like, me no care.
good.
How do they be talking to me? Like, me no care. I'm like, oh, yes, babe. Eat it up. You know what was killing me though? When Monica kept saying like Love Island, babes. I'm like, babes, like that is so funny. What is happening? Monica's so funny. I miss her. Fuck.
I do too. I do too. It was so cute whenever she said babes. I was like,
Yeah.
"What?"
Like, oh my god, she's so posh. So posh.
Gosh. Oh my God. But there was so oh God, what is it? There was a quality about it that I loved because I was like, I'm pretty sure uh English people do be saying babe.
Mm-hmm.
And she just made it so real. She
Mm-hmm.
normalized the accent.
Yeah. Because we do. We watch this show called Love Island. And then they be saying stuff.
Oh,
They be saying babe a lot. And then they be saying like, he fucking mugged me off. Like what? He mugged me. Oh my god. He mugged you. English accents are the best. Top tier. 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Would definitely recommend.
yeah, would definitely recommend. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe the
how
olden day accent. I don't
how how presentable is your painting right now?
know. Very unpresentable.
All right, well, on 3, we're gonna show it.
All right, well, I may as well just call it a stopping point at this point because that's as that's as good as
Okay.
that's gonna get.
I want to see the bird though. And I'll show you my bloopers.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
They're in the same window, so you'll get to see both things.
Okay.
Okay. Okay,
Okay,
ready?
so do you want to see my first?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Y'all are about to see this, but y'all do not see this, okay? Close your eyes. Okay, so why don't you look even more crazy on camera? Okay, so no, that's Betty Boop.
Oh, she's so
I don't know. I made a street, and this is like a Ferris wheel, but like. Yeah, so this is like a Ferris wheel, and this is her Betty Boop like circus tent. So this is basically like it was supposed to be like a Betty Boop like circusy
like carnival kind of thing.
carnival vibes. Yes, thank you.
Okay, I see it.
And then here are the bloopers. That was her on crack. And this is another like a sketch of her body. Period.
Oh, that looks so creepy with her head.
This is her. So I did what I had to. Period. Oh, and then she said, hi, right here. Hi, welcome to Betty Boop Land. That's what it says right there. Period.
Oh,
But yeah, that was my doodle, guys. Period.
I love it. You did so much more than I did. That's for sure.
Okay, let me see.
So, so, so I'm gonna start with the bird because that's the first thing you see.
Oh.
So there's the bird.
Oh my god, it's cute. It's giving more
It looks like
wings than expected, but it's mutated. We love it.
and then I colored in some
Peaches.
lemon slash oranges slash peaches
Yeah,
up there.
peaches. We
Yeah.
love the
Yeah.
vibes. Period.
Yes. Yes.
Good
That's as
job.
far as I got. Thank you. But
I love it.
yeah, that bird looks like it looks like
Okay, guys, comment down below which picture you liked. And you better say cherries because I don't fuck my Betty Boop up. Period. No, yeah, okay, so we really enjoyed this little chill vibe that we had today, just coloring and talking
yeah.
and vibing out. Nobody said we were gonna be fucking artists for real. What is like we're not painters and shit. We don't you know what I mean? So don't hold us
No.
to it. It was
Mm-mm.
yeah. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this and we will definitely be back next week with a whole new podcast. And it is October. So get ready for the spooky vibes because October we're
Yes.
doing a spooky vibe-a-thon. And
Hey.
in October it is Cherry's B-Day month. So you know we're going crazy. We got some cool special content coming your way once again. You know we had a cool video put out for you guys. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check out our last video about boundaries where we actually talked to people in downtown Orlando about their boundaries and their perspective on boundaries. So if you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Cherry, you have anything to say to these beautiful people listening to us?
Um, exactly what you said. I hope y'all enjoyed the chill chit chat and doodle vibes. If y'all put anything together during this conversation, also send it to us on Insta and let us know if you want us to share it on the next episode too. We definitely want to see what you guys came up with during the conversation. But yeah,
Yes, yes. Okay, so whether it's self growth, your mindset, or challenges, we're all in this to evolve together.
for real.
Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.